We hope that all of you are doing well. Welcome to the one of the sub-event of PUGE 2023 Pusu Public Debate. So, before the event starts, it's better if we introduce ourselves first. I'm Zara and my partner,
I'm Zulfa.
and we will be your master of ceremony.
First of all, let's thank to God who has given us grace and blessing until we can gather in this session. Secondly, I would like to say thank you to all the committees who have given their hard work to this event.
The Honorable Sir Donald Samuel Slamet Sentosa, SPD MM MPD DTH, as the Head of Student Affairs of Presiden University, and the Honorable Kak Anthony Emmanuel and Kak Daniel Nadine as the President and Vice President of PUSU 2022.
The Honorable Kak Jonathan Benedict Sirait as a moderator of PUSU Public Debates.
And the Honorable Kak Claresta Pirena Gandana and Kak Nanda Eka Rizky as the finalists. And welcome to all participants of PUSU Public Debate 2023.
Before we jump to the next agenda, I would like to invite the audience to pray according to their religions and belief. Prayer may begin. Prayer may finish.
Next, we will sing Indonesia Raya and PU March, so for the audience can stand up. may sit down.
By the way, Zara, we have mentioned that Pusu public debate in several times. Actually, what is Pusu public debate, Zara? Can you give me some explanation?
Alright, Zulfa. So, Pusu Public Debate is one of the sub-events of the President University General Election 2023 or PUGE 2023. This sub-event is also carried out during the campaign weeks of candidates of Pusu. Through this public debate, the candidates of Pusu will present and defend their arguments while demonstrating qualified reasoning skills based on facts with several questions and topics that prepared by the committees. And by the way, Zulfa, we also have a tagline. So how about if we shout out our tagline to add the spirit today?
It's such a brilliant idea, Zara. So, our tagline is
One vote, voice the future.
So, if we say PUGE 2023, all of you can answer one vote, voice the future.
Okay, then let's get started. PUGE 2023, one vote, voice the future.
Wow, our participants are very excited.
Hopefully, they can maintain their enthusiasm until the end of this event, ya Zulfa. And then, so let's move on to the next agenda. So the first agenda is speech from the Student Affairs of Presiden University, Sir Donald Samuel Slamet Sentosa, SPD, MM, MPD, DTH. So for Sir Donald, time and place is yours.
Okay, so thank you MC and good morning everyone. How are you today? Okay, yeah. How about you, Doser? Good. Amar? Okay, nice, yeah. Are you ready to do the debate today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so public debate is something special yeah, for our university. Yeah. Not only in the general election, yeah, but also because of in our Presiden University we have the club, yeah. One of the best club, yeah, in Presiden University is debate club, yeah. So, yeah, we become popular, yeah, because of the debate, yeah. So I believe that in this debate, yeah, you will be also can perform, yeah, the best ideas, the best thinking, yeah, to make the Pusu in the future better. Okay, so actually between Doser and Amar, yeah, they will do the debate in offline. And lucky you, because this is the first offline, yeah, I mean, because of last year, yeah, Anthony and Rahman, yeah, do the debate online, yeah, and I think offline will be merrier, yeah, comparing to online, yeah. So because of that, I believe that you will get the clearer understanding, yeah. You will get the more interesting, yeah, topic, and you can get the better information, yeah, from both of the candidates, yeah. Okay, so because of that, I hope that you can enjoy this debate, yeah, and this debate will, what is that, give you, yeah, understanding to choose which one the best. Yeah. Both of them, I believe that they are the best students here, yeah, and they will have a good idea, they will have a good work plan also, yeah. So they will propose it to all of you during this public debate. Okay, so because of that, yeah, although both of them are good, yeah, but all of you should choose, yeah, should vote which one, okay, yeah. And then the voting probably will be in the end of this month maybe, or next month, yeah, I don't know. And the vote also will conduct using quiz. Last year we got around 2,000, 2,000 votes. And for this year, I hope more than 3,000. So don't forget to open your quiz. And then to make sure which one the best candidate for you, please see all of the things that will be debated in this event. Okay, so that's all from me. Good luck to all of you and good morning. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so thank you for Sir Donald for the speech.
Next agenda, we have the second speech by Project Manager of UGE 2023 for Kak Priscilla Ivana Kurnianto. So for Kak Priscilla, time and place is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good morning, the Honorable Head of Student Affairs, Sir Donald Samuel Santosa, for the panelists, and for the Anthony Manuel, and also for the all of PresUnivers from PAC, Pusu, Puma, CNC, and also for the campaigning from the two cabinet. First of all, I want to say my gratitude to the God Almighty because we can gather offline in here in a good health. And as project manager, I want to say thank you for the all committees that already work hard for prepare this major of some event, PU general election, which is Pusu public debate. And this event is held for the show the capabilities and dedication for the two cabinets in the next working period of Pusu. And lastly, I want to say thank you for all of PresUnivers that already spared the time in the Pusu public debate. Hereby I present PU General Election 2023. One vote, voice the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Priscilla, for the speech.
And next agenda, we will listen to the third speech by President of Pusu 2022. So for Kak Anthony Emmanuel, time and place is yours.
The Honorable Sir Donald Samuel Santosa as Head of Student Affairs, the respectable panelists, all the committees, and all the candidates with him. First of all, let's thank God because by His mercy and grace, we can conduct this Pusu debate cabinet. And my name is Anthony Manuel as President of Pusu Promulgation Cabinet. This speech will be appreciation for all the committees, all the candidates, and also all the success team of both candidates. All the candidates are present the improvement and as new face for the next Pusu. And I can wait for who will be the next president of Pusu. At last, I hope all the PresUnivers can choose their own candidates based on themselves. And please make it objective. And that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Kak Anthony for the speech. So what's the next agenda, Kak Zulfa?
Okay, thank you, Kak Zayo. So for the next agenda is playing video profile. There are two cabinets from Pusu. First is the Invictus Cabinet as the Cabinet number 1, and the second is Royal Cabinet as the Cabinet number 2.
Surely all of the participants here cannot wait to see the video. So just let's start to showing the video.
Hello, my name is Dozer. I'm from Information Technology, batch 2021, and I'm as the President candidate for President University Student Media 2023.
Hi, my name is Nimadayani Satsri Devi. I'm from Business Administration, batch 2021, and now I'm the candidate of Vice President of President University Student Union 2023.
We are from Invictus Cabinet. Invictus means the courage to be undefeated. We choose this name as our cabinet name because we want PresUnivers to have unlimited courage to think independently of themselves so that they can find and maximize the value in themselves.
From this cabinet, we want the value and ethics live in the next cabinet also. From the Invictus Cabinet, we want to bring a great and big impact for President University as well as the PresUnivers. Our vision is Pusu as an organization that upholds the importance of contribution, value, and competence among PresUnivers, other organizations, and Indonesia.
And for our missions, we have 3 missions such as professionalism, commitment, and action. And for professionalism, optimizing the value of professionalism to create a progressive working environment for all PresUnivers by being rational, ethical, and knowledgeable. And for the commitment, enhance a sense of being committed and proactive to develop potential in order to achieve the excellence. And last, for the action, Pusu as an organization take action to embrace contribution of PresUnivers as a place to grow and hone themselves to develop all students' potential. We have 3 work plans. For the first, Pusupedia, as a media platform that conveys various knowledge to PresUnivers through posting articles on social media and mini quizzes as a means of two-way communication.
The second one is Pusu as a platform of sharing stories PresUnivers in an atmosphere that can inspire each other through a story of struggle and also achievement. In the other hand, it is also collaboration with PresUnivers to build to President University.
And the third, Green Ranger. Pusu movement is PresUnivers to protect Indonesia and environment through actions by protecting nature and maintaining air quality. Invictus Cabinet, forever forward, forever upward, Invictus.
Welcome to Royal Cabinet.
Royal Cabinet is designed to be the prestigious cabinet in the President University organizational ecosystem. in a way to maximize the performance of personal and societal quadrants for becoming highly effective future leaders of Indonesia. Providing a hub to form Pusu as the first ripple of growth culture in elegance at the dynamic real-world action at Presiden University. The Royal Cabinet emphasizes a value-centered human design toward the network as our network. Royal Cabinet is a game changer of Pusu. Hello, I'm Amar Arab Abdullah, majoring in System Information Batch 2021. I'm as a executor. I have a lot experience on organization, also event, especially on event organizer. I like working with team, build a networking, and also exploring new ones.
Hi, it's Indila. I am currently developing the Changemaker Summit 2022. I am a management student focusing on finance at Presiden University with tactical thinking traits, passion, and perseverance towards my long-term goals. I am intrigued to set my impact that resulted in on my working experience with the Cultural Festival International One with the Chingai Parade 2019 and 2020. So I love golf, painting, reading self-development book, and also listening to Yo-Yo Ma because I want to undertake long-term experience to enhance my business skills.
So, here's our vision and mission.
Our vision, being the most agile, intelligent, and ancient cabinet underlying work-life balance in sustainability and development of Pusu and Presiden University. And our mission is make the canvas of growth for PresUnivers in implementing balanced real-world knowledge with the approach organization to organization and organization to student with support of substantial peoples.
So, the first classification of our value is the people-first approach. We put people interest on our development of work plan, set ethical working culture as a bare minimum, and we preserve people values and confidence to embrace diverse perspective and our growth mindset. Second classification is we improve the performance gradually. We apply the top management approach in using our network to deliver the work plan and bring innovation to the two-sided approach. We rely on the PresUnivers capabilities to sustain the ecosystem, build and maintain trust-based relationship on our two-sided approach, and govern Royal Cabinet as a partnership organization. We have our highlight work plan with the chat time with Puma, CNC, and limited participant for PresUnivers with the informalization, which is it could be on golf and some things like that. And we have the CSR program with the environmental, voluntary, education focus, and etc. We have a Batik Day with the Batik Day moment will be posted on our Instagram. So, Pusu also will have the Green Weekend, Flowers Day, and musical concert. It could be jazz, pop, or classical. So we have to be global, and we want to get into the Eurasia Festival with the Chingai Parade.
Royal Cabinet,
Provenance of Majesty. Don't forget to vote number 2.
Please welcome Invictus Cabinet, Dr. Fernando and Nimade Yani Safitri.
Okay, good morning everyone. We hope all of us here attend this public debate in a good and healthy condition. First, before we introduce our cabinet, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Dozer Ramitobulu. I'm from Information Technology Batch 2021, and I'm as the President Candidate for PUSU 2023. And my partner.
Hello everyone, my name is Nurani Sabriyevi. I'm from Business Administration Batch 2021, and I'm the Vice President Candidate of PUSU 2023.
Okay, now let us introduce again our cabinet. So our cabinet name is Invictus Cabinet. Invictus means the courage to be undefeatable. We choose this name as our cabinet name because we want PresUnivers to have independently skills to think about themselves so that they can maximize and improve their values that in themselves. And also from our cabinet, we want to bring great and big impacts to the university as well as the PresUnivers.
Our vision is PUSU as an organization that upholds the importance of contribution, value, and competence among PresUnivers, other organizations, and Indonesia.
And for our missions, to support our vision, we have 3 missions. For the first is action. PUSU as an organization take action to embrace the contribution of PresUnivers as a place to grow and hone themselves to maximize all of the potential of PresUnivers. And for the second missions, we have professional, optimizing the professionalism among PresUnivers to create progressive work environment by being rational, ethical, and knowledgeable. And for the last, commitment, enhance the sense of commitment and developing all of the potential of PresUnivers to achieve excellence.
Okay, we have 3 work plans in our cabinet. The first one is Pusu'Pedia. So PUSU will be a platform of sharing some knowledge for PresUnivers through articles and also mini quiz as a means of two-way of communication between PUSU and also the PresUnivers. The second one is the PresUnivers. So the PresUnivers will be a place for share story from PresUnivers to PresUnivers in order to create an atmosphere to give some inspiration to other people. And it is also will be the place for contribution of President University and also the PresUnivers itself. The last one is Green Rangers. Will be the action of PUSU to protect the world and protecting all of the things by maintaining air quality and the nature.
Okay, we think that's all from us. Thank you for your attention. Invictus Cabinet,
Forever forward, forever upward, Invictus.
Such as cool introduction, Sarah. Then we will call the next candidate. Please welcome candidate number 2, Royal Cabinet to Amar Ahab and Indira Bayu Pramasti. Time and place is yours.
Alright, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, so hi, it's Indila and I am as the voice of the Amar. And Amar, you may introduce yourself.
My name is Arab Abdullah from Information System Major, Batch 2021.
Alright, I'm Indila from the Management 2021. So we will jump into the vision and the mission of our Royal Cabinet.
Okay, our vision is be the most agile, intelligent, and discerning cabinet in deal with challenge in sustainability,
And also the development. And also for our mission is actually we want to make the PUSU itself as the canvas of growth of PresUnivers. So in here we want to develop and also improve of the PUSU itself in the sustainability and reward knowledge. So we have the value also with the Royal Cabinet. But before of that we will jump into the work plan first.
Okay, our work plan first is chit chat with Uma, and the second is
Okay, after we have chit chat, we do the CSR. CSR itself, we do it in the gradually, of course, on the monthly event. So our monthly event, it basically maybe in January we will do like the green campaign, and the February we do like the cultural festival and many things like that, and it based on our monthly work plan. So what's next, Amar?
okay. Next is we have Mr. Miss, and then in the Mr. Miss for the winner we go to in Singapore, and the next is we have Grand Offers. In our cabinet we have improvement as usual, go to the like of Banjaswan, and then our cabinet has given the scholarship to the PresUnivers. And next,
Yes, you're right. It will be on the merit-based grant of scholarship by the nature of the President University student itself. So, on the next work plan, it is actually the way that we can bring the inclusivity of the international student in Indonesia in the President University, of course. So, it is about Batik Day. On the Batik Day, we have that, and it will be gradually on the second, every monthly, I mean like in monthly event also. So for the next, and many things like that, and we will explain it later on the debate. So our value, what's our value? Why we do the royals? So royals mean president. And this is a very notorious of the tremendous of the idea of the royal itself. So royals mean enhancing. Royals mean elegance and also the ethics. So we work at the real world ethics, and that's why we want to bring royals to you guys. So after that, we finally could say Royal Cabinet, Provenance of Majesty. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you to the two candidates who have introduced themselves. Then we can know them better. So we will go to the next agenda. The next agenda is the Q&A session. And the questions are selected from the Pusu People Forum.
So, in this Q&A session, 6 numbers will be displayed, and one of the candidates can choose the number randomly to open the question. Then, both candidates can answer the question directly, each within 1 minute.
Okay, so for candidate number 1 and candidate number 2, are you ready? Okay, so for candidate number 1 and candidate number 2, are you ready? Okay, yeah. So, first, candidate number 1, you may choose the number randomly. Which number?
Number 1.
Okay, please number 1. So, the question is, what if the vision and mission that you have is to make Pusu and President University better than before, but your plan is not accepted by the campus event? Through your plan is your main weapon to student in President University to choose you, and it's not approved by the campus, and in this time you have been elected as President and Vice President of Pusu 2023. Okay, candidate 1 first, you may answer the question within 1 minute. Time start now. Yes. Okay, time start now.
Okay, the answer for the question is because I already have experience about that problem, especially for my event. So we will think about the other plan, but still have a correlation with the main work plan that we want to present or we want to do for the Pusu and for the PresUnivers. But we also will give a plan B and plan C for the work plan that we already made, because what we present to you for our work plan is what we want to give to you as the PresUnivers. So we will always have to make it to you, and we will have a consultation with the campus and student affairs, especially with how we can do along with our work plan, but in another way. We will add my voice.
Okay, thank you. I will add some addition. So in this case also we can make the dirty times. Okay, thank you.
Okay, next, candidate 2, you may answer in 1 minute. Time start now.
Okay, for that case we can. The first one is we must brainstorm, and the next we discussion about our event, and if expected we jump to the proposal, and then if declined or no, we can substitute our proposal.
Okay, let me comment about this, and thank you for the questions actually. So after we do the brainstorming itself, we do the discussion with the team also. So after that, we can substitute or change the program that we have. Then after that, we do the proposaling. After we do the proposaling itself, we can do the MOU, so there will be no cancellation at all, or there's an agreement between us. So our work plan is actually very free to others for critics and also suggestions. So we actually already think about this, and that's why we have the system itself on the top management approach with the vacancy. Thank you.
Because they can see the timer, but we can't. Can you give us a timer in our laptop? Yes, no timer.
Okay, so the committee will help to show the timer for the candidate number 1. but it's already clear. So we can next to the next question.
Alright. For the next question, candidate number 2, you may choose the number.
4.
Okay, so number 4. President University does not tolerate any kind of bullying and violence. If there is a member in your organization be a perpetrator in an act of bullying, what action will you take as a president and vice president of PUSU, and what is your solution to prevent this case? So you may answer in 1 minute. Candidate number 2. Time stop.
Okay, thank you for the question. If we, as a president and vice president, the first one, we don't do it hidden. If we see the bullying, don't hide the bullying, and then we open for public. So the all of public, all of PresUnivers, we can see the bullying there. So we give the solution about that.
Okay, so it's according to the performance appraisal and also the award, the towards. I mean, like the award and also the honor. So we don't do it. We have to open the public. I mean, like the case of it, and also about like the. So it open. I mean, like there's no hidden on the bullying itself, and the bulliers must be open for public, and they have to be seen. Everyone have to know that, and that's simple because we have to open it. And that's why we don't do, I mean like, we do the security
Time's
itself.
up.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer. So for candidate number 1, you may answer. Time start.
Okay. If our members of our organization do the things, so the first one, we will give them the warning and then give them a task or assignment to do the BAM research, and also if it's also doesn't work for the members in our organization, so we'll make them to cannot attend or do anything in our organization.
And also for the PresUnivers, we are open, like if your member are bullying you, we are open that you say to us, you show to us who is the bullier, and we'll show them to you. And also, like what my partner said, we will give them a freeze for a period of time so that they will not attend any kind of PUSU until they know about their problem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
It's already? Okay. So we can next to the next question. Candidate number 1 can choose the number. So the number available is number 2, 3, 5, and 6.
5.
Okay. Number 5. What is the hardest challenge you had faced while carrying the responsibilities of being a member of PUSU, and how you overcome it? Candidate 1, you can answer in 1 minute. Time start now.
Okay, according to me, the hardest challenge that I faced as the member of PUSU 2022 is when my event is the first offline event for 2 years from PUSU, so it challenged me. Plus, when I am running my event, my mom is died, so the way that how to overcome it, like I still do what I must do. I become professional. Like when I attend my mom sick and died, I still be responsible for the event or for the job desk that given to me in PUSU.
Okay, for me itself, so the things it happened in my event also. There are a change of the concept of the event, and in the middle of the time. So after I do the timeline, and then the time is nearby from the event right now, so I have to finish that and do some consultation also with the student affairs. Thank you.
Okay, now candidate 2, you can answer in 1 minute. Time start now.
Okay, I will answer the first one about the responsibility. We as a leader is must responsibility, but if we must bonding to our children about our member is has responsibility too. So it's then be easier.
Okay, in my Pusu'S career that I have is actually the Changemaker Summit 2022 because it's actually the new brand event. So I start the ripple culture in my bonding time with my committee, and also I use my network to divine my network and also for divining about the correlations between the TCS and also other things such as YCLE and also at America. So I also apply the top management approach and it's really helped me, and also I bring the sense of the belonging to my committee so we can do it with the partner and marketing, so we do the partnership with ourselves and we act as a partner. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Alright, for the next question, candidate number 2 might choose the number
3.
So, okay, number 3. How could you show your dedication that after you are chosen as the president and vice president of Pusu, you will accomplish your vision and mission that you mentioned? So candidate 2, you may answer in 1 minute. Time start.
Okay, thank you for the question. So we do the ripple effect of the growth itself with the top management approach. So we do the work-life balance in here. So we have the program itself on the gala dinner, for example, and also we do the work ethic. So we don't use the weekend, but we use the weekday fully. And after that, we do the discussion. And the first thing first that we have to do is from the leadership training itself for Pusu'S, so we can start the ripple effect of the growth itself. So the next will be explained by Ahmad.
Okay, then next is we must have a body in the side before we has work ethic. The first one, work ethic is very important to do the organization. Why? We must know about time to sleep and then time to work, and then we have to refreshment. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for answer. So for candidate number 1, you might answer in 1 minute. Time start.
Okay, thank you. So to finish our vision and mission, we have to start in ourselves first as a president and vice president, so we can dedicate our time and energy to finish all of the things, and also we can open for some critique and other like that. There will be add by Dozer.
And also, besides we are open for critique from the PresUnivers to Pusu later if we are elected as the president and vice president, we also will have much training and bonding with, especially first for the Pusu itself, and also the bonding between Pusu and the PresUnivers itself, so that we can do all of our vision and mission smoothly when we are elected as the president and vice president for Pusu next year. Thank you.
Okay, so we can next to the next question. Candidate 1, you can choose number 2 or number 6.
6.
Okay, number 6. The question is, what makes you different from the other candidates? You may answer in 1 minute. Start by now.
Okay, what makes us different? So, of course, from our vision and mission. So, in this cabinet, we want to all of the PresUnivers find their value in themselves, and also we can help them to grow together with us. And also the work plan that we give to the PresUnivers. The first one is Pusupedia, the PresUnivers, and also the last one is Green Rangers.
And also the difference between us and the other candidates is like we are open for the communication, and we are open communication from PresUnivers to Pusu, like what we said before. We are open for critics, and also because we have a lot of experience in running some events and some activities, and also we have a professional work ethics that we already given when we are running an event, especially me. when running Sopu. Thank you.
Okay, so now candidate number 2, you may answer in 1 minute.
Okay.
Time start now.
Okay, thank you. I will answer what makes different the other cabinet. The first one, we have the 3 intelligent, agile, and then we also have the work-life balance. And this is moment we must life and also the organization. And then according to our mission is we always approach organization we bonding with other organization and then PresUnivers.
Okay, so the next it will be the people first approach built by ourselves, and also we develop in the social quadrants, and we have the final destination in every work plan that we have, and also we drift to the end intelligence, elegance, and the last one is actually because I'm getting used with the device itself, so we are working as a team, so that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Now we next to the last question from the Pusu People Forum.
So the question is, what will you do to resolve the case and actualize your plan if as a president and vice president of Pusu, if your members are being unreached and not doing their responsibility well? Meanwhile, during an offline situation, someone's responsibility to be directly involved in the organization is highly required. So candidate 2, you can answer in 1 minute. Time start.
Okay, in this case, we make a new culture is we have our minister and then vice minister, and also the vice minister as a HR or human resources. So if the HR is very well to run, I think no to member is for the unreached.
Okay, on our HR system, we have the people first approach gate, and also we have the performance appraisal by the HR itself, and also we have the bonding time that it will be used by the vice minister of the HR itself. So in every minister and also in every division of us and in Pusu itself, we have the HR system itself that we can apply the top management approach by the McKinsey itself. So we also have the guidance, and also we have the consultations with the substantial people, and that's how we can solve this problem according to this. And the first one, we start the ripple effect from the bonding itself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer. So candidates number 1, you can answer in 1 minute. Time start.
Okay, thank you. If our members are gone, so the first one we have to approach the minister from the division itself, and then if they cannot approached by the minister, so we can go to them directly via online, and then if they not answer us, so we can go directly offline to them and ask what is your problem, so we can do interaction internally from the person, and then we can know the problems from that person.
And also besides we are reaching them through online, offline, we also prepare the other person to change them if the problem that they have make them cannot continue their career in Pusu, so that the job that they have will not stop when they are gone. That's all.
Okay, so we already finished the Q&A session, and then let's proceed to the next agenda. So the next agenda is the main agenda that we are waiting for. So it's the public debate of candidate of President and Vice President of Pusu 2023.
For this season, there will be a moderator who will lead the debate session, namely Kak Jonathan Benedict Sirait. Kak Jonathan has experience to become full-stack software developer in Thailand. PT Mattel Indonesia. He also experienced at NLP engineer at Central AI, and also as the teaching assistant of coding and big data at President University.
Kak Jonathan also has achievement in awardee of Independent Study Kampus Merdeka in 2021 and 2022.
So, to the Honorable Kak Jonathan Benedict Siait, we invite you to lead and start the debate session.
Okay, MC, thank you for giving the current session to me. Good day, everyone. Thank you for still joining the public debate. Hope you still stay until the end of the session. Okay, now we are entering into public debate session, but before that, allow me to introduce the panelists. So, for the first panelist is Claresta Pinera Gandana. Slideshow, please. Okay, move to the next slide. Don't you show the CV? Okay. Sorry for that. So, the background of our first panelist, majoring in Business Administration batch 2019. She has a few organizational background, such as English Debate Coordinator in PUDS, Ministry of Student Activity in Pusu 2020, and the last one is the President of Pusu in 2021. She also has a few committee experience. One of them is PICEO of STO 2021. And not to mention, she also has a few of achievements. One of them is delegation from Indonesia for Korea Intercultural Camp by Intercultural Friendship Society in Korea 2019. And moving to the second panelist is Nanda Eka Rizky Nur Cahyani, majoring in International Relations batch 2019. She also has a few organizational experience from the member of Ministry of Student Activity in Pusu 2020, Vice President of Pusu 2021. Also, she has a few committee experience, which are VPM of SOPU 2020 and PM of STO 2021. Okay, so that's all for our panelist background. Now, before we entering into the real public debate session, allow me to read the rules and regulation itself. Rules and regulation. General rules. 1. Team of debates consists of 2 speakers and should be the candidates of President and Vice President of PUSU in the same party. 2. The moderator will call the motion to order at the start of the debate and remind everyone present of the rules. The 2 speakers on each team will make their substantive speech in the following order. Candidates representative from the first term party, candidates representative from the opposition party, candidates representative from the first term party, candidates representative from the opposition party, candidates representative from the first term party, candidates representative from the opposition party. 3. The first term party will take turns according to the number of parties from the party number 1. 4. The allotted speaking time for speech is 2 minutes for the first until third session for each substantive speech. 5. Note that moderator may stop speeches at the end of their time. 6. In the event that any candidate is unable to speak halfway during the debate session, teams are not allowed to replace them. Instead, teams are to utilize their partner. 7. Committee will prepare stationery for candidate needs. And number 8. Any attributes which bring the provocation for the other candidate are prohibited. And the last session will be debate ethic. Number 1. All candidates are expected to be in their formal attire. 2. All candidates should use proper English during the debate. 3. Every motion will be given directly by the committee, exactly before the debate session begins. 4. Candidates and audience members should keep away the distraction during the debate. Fifth, candidates who are not in his or her turn to speak should respect the one who speaks. And the last one, the audience should keep the condition conducively during the debate. That's all for the R&R. I hope both of the candidates can stick to the given R&R decently. Okay. So yeah, for the both of the panelists, you may enter the stage. Alright, next we will hear the vision and mission from the both of candidates. Yeah. So for candidate 1, you have 3 minutes to explain your vision and mission. 3 minutes start from. Okay, I repeat again, you have 3 minutes to explain your vision and mission. 3 minutes start from now.
Okay, thank you for the time. So, the Invictus Cabinet, we have our vision. So, Pusu'S is an organization that uphold the importance of contribution, value, and competence among PresUnivers, other organizations, and Indonesia. So, also we have 3 missions to support our missions. The first one is action, professionalism, and also commitment.
And about our visions, we take a point on three points. Like for the first is values, the contributions, and the competence. Like we want to enhance the contribution of the PresUnivers itself, among the events or something that helped by Pusu, because even we are the executive parties in campus, we are still the server of the PresUnivers itself. And also according to our missions, like action, professionalism, and commitment, we want Pusu become the one that take action to communicate with you first as the PresUnivers, and also become the place for the, especially maybe for the media, as the main media partner for all events or for all activity in the PresUnivers itself, and also as the place for the PresUnivers to grow and hone yourself or themselves in our events or activity that helped by us. And also for the values, we will help or run any events that will help us, help you to improve your skills and also improve your value, so that PresUnivers will be known by the outsiders of the President University. And also for the third one is the commitment. We want that after we are elected as the president and vice president for Pusu next year, we want for the professionalism and the action after we do it for the PresUnivers itself. All of the PresUnivers has a commitment to do and insist their sense of commit in doing any activities that they do, maybe in events or the job that they have after they finish from this university or when they have a job in the President University itself.
Okay, so I want to add some addition also. When they can take action, so they can be the one who will contribute to President University, and when they become professionalism, so all of the PresUnivers can find their value in themselves. And the last one, when they can contribute to do in President University, so our mission will, the commitment will be find the competence in among of the PresUnivers. Okay, I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, candidate 1, for your explanation. And next, candidate 2, I give you 3 minutes to explain your vision and mission. 3 minutes starts from now.
Okay, thank you, moderator. I will explain our vision first. Our vision is being an agile, elegant, and hands-on cabinet with sustainability with and also development of Pusu and PresUnivers. And this is our mission vision. We has a three: agile, elegant, and then ensign. And then we also go to the sustainability and then development of Pusu and PresUnivers.
Alright, for the mission itself, so in the mission statement of ours is to be the canvas of growth of PresUnivers in balanced real world knowledge. Why we put this is actually because of we realize that there is no clue if we don't have a real world balance in our life, it will be mess up everything. So in the real world knowledge itself, we do the approach of the organization to organization and also organization to people, and also with the help of the substantial people in President University itself. So we put our value itself in the people first approach first, and after that we start the ripple effect of the growth culture. So we put the people interest in our vision and mission, and also in our development of enhancing our future ethos of the work plan itself. So after that, we also have something like we can say in the value of the Royal Cabinet itself. So that's why we choose the crown as our ideation and as our logo in this cabinet. So basically, the crown itself is just like simply symbolize about ourselves and also about the royals itself. So we do in here how to stitch up with the President University and also in the real world knowledge. Because why? Because we want to bring it we want to bring it professionally from like how to be one person's top effective people in this work, and also that's why we put that approach by our President University motto as the when tomorrow's leader comes together, and we inspired by that. And actually after that we do the management approach itself with the system that we have we already have told it before. And also after that we do the canvas of growth, or it means like we have, and also we are very receivable for every decision and also every new ethos and also the company ethos that we have. And that's all from the Royal Cabinet. Thank you for the question. Thank you for your nice attention.
Okay, thank you for your explanation, candidate 2. So now we have heard the vision and mission from the both of the candidates. Right now, we'll definitely enter into the public debate session. So there are 3 given options from the motion, and candidate 1, you may choose the motion from number 1 to number 3.
Number 1.
Okay. So for the first motion is, starting in mid-2022, activities at President University have been carried out offline. How to maintain the offline event held by Pusu so that it will run without violating the regulations that have been set by the President University? For candidate 1, am I clear to state the motion? Okay, so for motion and for candidate 2, are you clear to state the motion? No, you just need to state it like that. I mean, if there's pro and cons, yeah, you're free to express it. Okay, so since both of you are clear, candidate 1, I give you 2 minutes to state your. Starts from now.
Okay, as long as our experience by running the first offline event in President University Student Union, as well as SOPU 2022 as the first event. So before we are running that event, or there's something in that event that we'll have offline for the first time, we will consult first for the student affairs so that we can know what is the regulation that now appear in the President University along for the first time offline event will be held. And also, besides we are consulting with the student affairs or the management of President University itself, we will also have a consultation with our former, because the one that know how to run the offline event well is our formers itself. And we will take many discussion with them, and also many discussion with the management, and also we will have discussion with the PresUnivers itself so that we will give information to them that what can do and what they cannot do when the event is held. And maybe add mine by Vice.
Okay, so when we conduct the offline event also, we have to find the problems that happens before in the online situation or offline before in 2018 or 2019, so we can learn from that, and also we can do some research to do more better events for now. And then also we have like Dozer said before, we consult to the SA or the former. Besides that, we can also conduct communication between the BOD and also the committee itself to find what is the difference between the event for now, offline for now and offline before.
And that's all from us. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you, candidate 1, for answering the questions. Next, we move to candidate 2. Candidate 2, you have 2 minutes to express your opinion. 2 minutes starts from now.
Okay, thank you for the time. If we conduct by offline, also we consult about the first one is the committee. The committee is must well maintenance, but to well maintenance that we must consult to the SA or formal also does about that, and then we also have the bonding and HR to the committee. So all of the committee to event held by offline is, I think, will be well maintenance.
Okay, I'm gonna be just like this. So the first one is actually, yes, that is true about the consultation, and also we have to define the problem statement first. After we define the problem statement first, then we can do the design thinking approach of that, and finally we can finally find the solution and also the prototype of that one places. So it is actually a bit of theoretical, but it's very work in my event on the Change Maker Summit that is just like revolving from the Interact 2021, which do it online. So I totally disagree that we just like having a consultation itself, it could be solve the problem, because the first thing first that we have to know is about the business law and ethics, how we can apply the business law and ethics, and also how we can apply the regulation itself. Before we know it, we have to divide itself, and also we have to totally understand about the regulation that have been set in President University, and that's why we have to do the program and also the top management approach in here, and also we finally have to resolve the system itself for the Pusu and also for the event at President University basically, and don't forget about the government regulation. And that's all from our team. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, candidate 2, for answering the motion. And now, candidate 1, you will respond to candidate 2 answer for 2 minutes. So 2 minutes start from now.
Okay, thank you. So, if I'm not mistaken, so you say we have to consult to the top management and also know the business and law ethic for the event itself. So, in our opinion, so it is better to know about not only about the business and law ethic, and also to top management. I think that's nearly same like do the consultation to the SA. So we can do the consultation and know the problems that we want to ask, and I think that's will be better when we know the law and regulation also from the other things besides the business and law ethics. Maybe those want to add something.
Okay, like what the Indira said before, like we must know what the regulation was, but in this case, if we, as we know, the regulation in online and offline is different. So the first one that, like what I said before, we need to consult to the SM, to the management, what is the difference between the regulation in the online and offline? Because like if we don't consult with them, we don't know what is the change of the regulation. So that after we consult about the new regulation that will that appear or that made by the campus or the management in the offline situation, and after that we can know and resolve the problem that happened in the offline event before. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, candidate 1, for response to candidate 2 answer. And for candidate 2, but first you need to remind, I need to remind you that you need to respond it first, not to answer the response from candidate 1. So you need to respond the first statement. Okay? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
If that's clear, so candidate 2, you have 2 minutes to respond. The first candidate 1 answer starts from now.
Well, actually, the opposite team of myself is circling on they don't know the regulation and don't know what exactly to do when the regulation itself has the measures change. For example, like in the COVID-19 situation and the before COVID-19 situation and also the post-COVID-19 situation is totally different. So they don't know about the regulation itself, and I and also Ahmad just like realizing that before we started into the consultation, we stated again that we have to know about the laws and also the ethics. So we finally could decide after that. So we stick in our argument on we have to do the business law and ethics first. I mean, like, business in here is the approach of the President University, not the business in the business of the company itself. So we use the term of the business in here. So after that, we finally do the problem statement, which are the violation that we have to, that might be affect or might be causes after that. So after that, we do the consultation, and also we finally decide that this offline situation is the new opportunity for us. And it resulted in our conclusion that is the truly that the opposite team of, I mean, like the Invictus cabinet is agree and totally agree with us. And that's why we really thank you for the Invictus cabinet for agreeing with us. And that's all from our team.
Okay, thank you candidate 2 for your response. And moving to candidate 1, you have 1 minute to answer the candidate 2 response. 1 minute, start from now.
Okay, maybe about what the Royal Cabinet by India said that we agree with them, it's totally wrong, because the one that state that we have to consult with the campus and others that is us first that state it first when we are opening by this motion. So the one that is agree with another is you agree with us, because like what I said before, we do the consultation, we must know about the regulation first, the difference with online and offline. So and then you add, you agree with my state and with my opinion, but you add with your opinion. So it's not like the one that agree with one another is you agree with us.
I want to add something. So it's also the difference. We also conduct. It is important to know what is the technical things in the offline situation event before in the. So we conduct consultation to the former. It's not only to consult about the law and regulation and then consult to the SA. So we add something in our opinion. We have to consultation also to the former to know the technical things, to know the problems, so we can avoid them in our event also. Thank you.
Okay, thank you candidate 1 for your answer. And now moving to candidate 2, you have also 1 minute to answer the candidate 1 response. 1 minute starts from now.
Cool, thank you. So, in your problem statement, your system is start from the consultation, then you do the problem statement, then you found the opportunities. Meanwhile, our system in here is we do the business law ethic approach first, then we do the consultation, then we do the problem statement, then we do the opportunity. So that's what we stick for. And you have the dichotomous of thinking that you just like having a very massive of the, we can say it, the hierarchical in your emotional. So basically, we stick for that. And we don't know, I mean, like, we know the regulation, but you stated that you just say like, what is the difference between the COVID-19 and what is the difference between the next year or the last year? It means that you don't know the regulation, and thank you. That's all from the Royal Cabinet.
Okay, thank you candidate 2 for the answer. Alright, so the bottom line of the first motion are candidate 1 state that consultation first, since it's been a long time with the since it's been a long time we conduct an online activity, and to do the consultation it will be better with the management and PresUnivers. And also Candidate 1 believed to learn from previous offline event for the improvement of the event itself. On the other hand, Candidate 2 believed that conduct a well maintenance from all committees. Besides that, Candidate 2 need emphasize on the problem identification to achieve a firm solution. And also, in addition, they believe to pay attention to the business law and ethics, so it can be applied properly and it will create a good system. Alright, that's all for the first motion, and now we'll move to the second motion. So, on the second motion, there are two given options for the motion, and candidate 2, you may choose the motion from the rest of the option. Yeah, you need to choose it. Okay, so for motion number 2, if you are chosen to be the next leader of Pusu, how to manage your time in your academic organization? For example, you are accepted in internship program, how you can handle with that? Alright, now candidate 2, you have 2 minutes to answer the motion. 2 minutes start from now.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Okay, we say about the manage my time. The first one, I think the academic and organization, many of us know about that, how to manage our time in academic. And then I talk about the internship, because in this case, I think the previous cabinet, I mean like the Kelantan and Friends, has internship program. So many of the ministers so far from here. So in my opinion, I will prepare my intern start from now, not in the September or August. And next, I will do my member do about that. So I talk to my member and prepare to internship program start earlier. So the last year we doesn't not leader.
Okay, for me personally, I'm really thankful for this question because I really want to share this notion to you. Because of I am the work ethic persons that we can, it means like the free. So I actually already apply it when I'm in Europe and also in US. And I do the work ethic itself based on the weekday that I feel it works. But the things to do in here is what we have to do is we have to train our member and also we have to train our people first until it can be the autopilot in the 6 months first. So it will be not neglected in our internship and many things like that. And thank you.
Okay, thank you candidate 2 for answering the motion. Next, we move on to candidate 1. I give you 2 minutes to answer the motion. 2 minutes start from now.
Okay, thank you. So we have accepted as a leader from the Pusu itself, so we have to maintain our time. So time management is very important. So we can do the things like it is the important one, but this is the urgent one. So we have to do the urgent one first and then do the second one. And also if there's something like it is not urgent but it is important, so we have to do the important first and then it is like a time management until it is not important and it is not urgent, so we don't have to do that. And also if we are accepted in the internship program, we can manage our time to manage what is the urgent one and what is the important ones.
Okay, beside it, because maybe for me, especially because I have experience in running an organization as a leader and I'm still working, so in my opinion, when I already chosen as the leader of the PUSU, maybe in the internship program, the logical one that we can do is like we choose the internship place is near to Cikarang. Why near Cikarang? Because when we are work, we still can manage the Pusu itself, because we can give the like what the cabinet once said, the autopilot for the member itself, because we are the leader. If we give the autopilot, how they can run the organization itself without us, because we are the leader, we are the head. Like that. If we are giving them the autopilot, it's been like I'm the boss and you are my worker. You do what your job desk and I do what my job desk, like that. And also, like what my partner said, we must have a time management. Like we must choose what is the important one and what is the urgent one. That's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, candidate 1, for answering the motion. And now, candidate 2, you will respond to candidate 1 answer for 2 minutes. 2 minutes start from now.
Okay, thank you. From previous one, you say about the why urgent one and then important one. Why if you have a case, I mean the event has you must make a rundown. The deadline is on 12 o'clock, and then you have a test also on 12 o'clock. I think the first one is the which one? Sorry. And then you say about the internship, you choose the near Cikarang. Why if your member is, I think I have a dream on the BCM mobile on Jakarta, and then I want to out of the Indonesian. So I mean you can do near Cikarang, but your minister is, I mean, don't do about that. Thank you.
Well, I heard that you are rebutting about my autopilot, but the autopilot system itself, unfortunately and fortunately for me, because I already applied it on my businesses since 4 years ago, and right now I can do the autopilot until I can stand out here, and also I can do in here. Meanwhile, it is very workful, but yes, it's very exhausting and tiring in the first 6 months. I realize it and I believe it, but when we stated the autopilot, it means when you're a pilot, then you just like flew away like the flew away the airplanes, and there's the one of the autopilot. Then the autopilot itself is actually when you just like don't have to touch again the cursor. So that's what we mean by the autopilot. If you don't understand, well. After that, I heard about the self-management quadrant that I really know it, but the thing is, unfortunately, we have the blind spot. And I really hope that you can solve it, because besides the autopilot, because you don't believe in it. And thank you, but we still on our argument.
Okay, thank you, candidate 2, for your response. Next, we will hear candidate 1 response to candidate 2 answer. You have 2 minutes starts from now.
Okay, about the deadline or the one that we already said before, we will choose or we manage what is the urgent one and what is the important one. Like when we have to do 2 things in the same time, like we are working as a team. Like we will like, oh you do this first and I will do my task first, and then after I finish my task I will continue what we must do for the PUSU and you can do for your academic. And or what maybe the Royal Cabinet said when Amar said like, how is if our members is gone, is like you already read the motion, right? It's about us, not our members. So if our members are gone, it's not related to the motion. And in the motion we are about us, about the leader. So if you answer about your member, it's not explaining what is the type leader of you or you are. So and then like maybe the word autopilot, yes, I know about it because I also have work, because why I said before that the autopilot can be used for the PUSU itself, because the PUSU itself, not all of the members of the PUSU letter has already known about how to run organization well. So if we are like what you said, maybe in the one it will be exotic, but if we make it as the autopilot, how if the minister, like the one that said before, is gone? So we can do the autopilot correctly, right? So the one that I said before, we must choose, and the logical one, we must choose the internship program place near the Cikarang, so that we can control the PUSU itself when something happen, problem happen in the PUSU itself. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.
candidate 1 for your response. And now, candidate 2, you have 1 minute to answer the candidate 1 response. 1 minute starts from now. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, unfortunately it's only 53 minutes. Okay, so the first one is for the autopilot, I think you don't understand about that because why we have to train them and also why we have to be the servant leader at the first, and that's what our argument is about that. And also we have to do, no matter how where you are internship itself, we are now in the autonomous and also digitalization. You can control them, you can track them based on the mobilization, based on your online, or if you could just simply bring your own vehicle if you just stayed in Jakarta or stayed in Bogor, because I'm used to run my business and my business is in Singapore, so I can just simply go there with my mobilization, so there's not actually the problem. And also for the urgent and the important itself, how it happened directly and also it was. So basically, I could also still maintain my GPA while I'm running my business.
Okay,
Thank you.
time's up for candidate 2. Thank you for your answer. Next, candidate 1, I give you 1 minute to answer the candidate 2 response. 1 minute start from now.
Okay, thank you. So Indra say that we can control that by digitalization right now, so we can internship in other city or outside of the Cikarang. But sometimes we have things that we have to solve directly to the offline. Like maybe there are some cases that by including a physical something like that. So we have to go to the Cikarang to finish that, and also we need to directly say something to them and solve the problem.
And also, like what you said, maybe I wish that running a business corporation or business organization is different with running a student organization, because in the business you have team, but in the student organization you also have team. But if they run or they gone, you must directly help or solve that problem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you candidate 1 for the answer. Alright, so to put it into one conclusion, candidate 2 comes up with academic and organization is two different things, but it still can be related on the concept. So in order to do that, they need to do a well preparation from a long time, stick to the established work ethic, and most importantly, treat members consistently to create autopilot system in order to achieve the sustainability of the organization work itself. And on the other side, candidate 1 believes schedule prioritize from important to less important. It is also recommended to choose the internship near Cikarang, so the members still can do the job efficiently and properly. Do a well time management is also highly recommended for all members itself. And in addition to that, candidate 1 believes that as a leader, they need to reach the member person to person in order to create a good environment itself. Alright, that's all for the second motion, and now we will move to the last motion, which is the third motion. Since there's no option left, I will read the motion directly. How to build bonding in your organization in the offline situation. Since we face 2 years in pandemic, it may affect a person's personality in socializing with the environment around them. Okay, now for candidate 1, you have 2 minutes to answer the motion. 2 minutes start from now.
Okay, thank you. So, how to build bonding sessions with our members in organization. So first, we have to know what is the things that they want to do. So after that, they will come to the bonding session that we create. So we can do some offline sessions, like to do sport together or play music together, and also do some sport. And that can make them to, if they like the thing, so they will come to the events or the things that we want to create a bonding. And if they don't, so we can say something to them, and then we force them to to go with us and then do the bonding sessions.
And also besides doing some external activities like what my partner said before, we do sports or we go on trip together. We also will do all of the possible internal events that help by Pusu itself. Because if we run all the internal events, it's also called the bonding, because all the members will come offline and all the members will know each other, and that will make us our bonding become more powerful, and that will even we are not always do the offline or the outside bonding like sports or going trip, just by doing all of the internal events that can make bonding for all the members, it can bonding the members of the Pusu itself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you candidate 1 for answering the motion. Next, we move to candidate 2. I give you 2 minutes to answer the motion. 2 minutes starts from now.
Okay, thank you, moderator. In this case, I will say about the first one. We must do research. We research about the 2 years in the pandemic and also before the pandemic. And then, after we research, we gonna to submit the problem. And next is we must have the problem solution. This is the problem solution we must know for the bonding session. The first one is you must know about the hobbies. I think the member likes gonna be to do, I mean like a sport or singing or something like that.
Alright, thank you for the question, because I really want to share this notion to you, and that's why we have to imagine the newborn and also the birth giver of that. Because our member is actually just like the blank canvas, and we can just paint it for the example of the analogy. So we have to be the servant leader in here, and also we want to teach, not dictate first, and we have to be the start, the ripple effect itself, be the first ripple of the expectation, and they can mirror to us. And that's what the ripple effect means for. And also, after we've made the expectation itself, we can do the capacity building, and also we have to do the peer-to-peer approach for the mentorship itself, and also how to train them to bring into the autopilot itself. And the last notion, actually, I am the introvert. So the approach that myself that actually make me can go like this right now, it's what I already told to you guys. And we have to know the first and also start the quadrant from the personal quadrant to the societal quadrant. And after that, we have the HR and also the HR system on our royal cabinet, and that's what make us different from the other cabinets itself, because we already think about that with the offline to offline approach and online to offline approach. Thank you.
Okay, time's up for candidate 2. Thank you for your answer. And now candidate 1, you will respond to candidate 2 answer for 2 minutes. 2 minutes starts from now.
Okay, thank you. So Amar said that you have to do the research first, and I think that is same like what we have said before. So we know first what is the members like, if they want to do sport or play music or something like that, so they can come and then fun together and do the bonding value can we get together. And then I think you say also if the members are also a blank canvas, so yeah, it is better to to fill that by the things that they like, right? And also it is the same like what we are start before. If we have research before, so we can meet the value of the bonding.
And also what I said before, we will do all the possible internal events, like maybe like what Indira said before, you are an introvert, right? Now, so if you know, I don't know if you know this or not, Pusu itself has the what we call ICB, the internal capacity building. So like what I said before, so we do all the internal events of the Pusu itself, so it can make our bonding from the executive, like president, vice president, and the ministry, with the member will become more stronger, because like after we do research and we do all the bonding like from the internal events, our bonding will be stronger. That's all.
Okay, thank you candidate 1 for your response. Next, we will hear candidate 2 response to candidate 1 answer. You have 2 minutes, start from now.
Okay, so as we are always developing for the improvement and also for get the best, why not? Actually, so you say that the canvas of the blank is refilled with the thing they like, but we have a different system, unfortunately. Our system is based on the peer-to-peer mentorship and also about the consultation and also about the capacity building, and also we have to be servant leader and teach not duplicate if you just like remind it to us. So after that, you always state about the value, and value, but you don't restatement and also give us the elaboration of the value, which value that you want to share about that. So actually, our value in here is we have to meet our expectation. It could be on our decision making, it could be on our bonding, it could be on our sense of belonging, and it's actually special for you guys. So the last notion that I really share before I jump into Amar is actually we have to make our network is becoming our network. So we finally want to receive about the real world knowledge and also the balanced one. So that's why the Royal Cabinet is a different things when we face about the bonding. And don't worry, I know about the ICB.
Okay, I will add more. And then I concern to the side. Before that, you share about the member likes, but you forgot about the members' problems. I mean, this some member like to do the football, but you must know what is the problem. I mean, in the pandemic, he has a lot of problems. So you must solution that problem. And next, you must know about the internal event. Internal event, as usual, is
Okay,
some
time's
people.
up for candidate 2. Thank you for your answer. And now, candidate 1, you have 1 minute to answer the candidate 2 response. 1 minute starts from now.
Okay, thank you. So let's say that what value that's in our main. So in this case, because we talk about bonding, so the value in this case is about the main of the bonding itself. So it is like the value of the bonding is we have to know each other, we can create a teamwork better and something like that.
And also, besides the value that what my partner said, we want to make like our members know the value about the family, because besides an organization, the organization is also their family, so that they will feel also in home in the organization, so that they can do what their job as well. And what Amar said before, we not research for them like their problem. And then you said about the pandemic. Maybe when we are becoming the executive of the President University of the Union, it's not pandemic anymore. So about the problems we can state in the internal events.
Okay, time's up for candidate 1. Thank you for your answer. Next, candidate 2. I give you 1 minute to answer the candidate with 1 response. Candidate 1 minute starts from now.
Okay, thank you. So you say like the bonding and also know each other of the value itself, but unfortunately not every bonding is productive. So that's what we different and that's what we improve from the value itself. But for example, like with the chat time, in the golf, and also we can just like simply invite the important people and also share the experience with the lead time after that. So we totally disagree that we have to act like the family. Because why? Because we want to introduce about the real world knowledge of the business and also of the real world action of the organization itself. Okay, we can just like close to them, we can just like get in touch personally, but not every professional can be attached in the personal, and that's what we want to note in here, because we want to get the sense of the professionality, but in the good dynamics in the organization. So we can call it the HR team. And thank you for the time.
Okay, thank you candidate 2 for the answer. Alright, so to collect into one conclusion, candidate 1 state do a bonding session like games in order to strengthen the relationship of each member, capitalize the provided work plan from previous, and in addition, as good as possible, make the organization environment as same to the family environment. And on the other hand, candidate to believe, do a research in order to identify the problem and find the solution. Be a great leader by be the good expectation for them, and also do a professional peer-to-peer communication in collaboration with HR to create a more healthy system. Alright, so that's all for the whole motion. And now we're going to hear the judgment from the panelists. Both of the panelists, I would like to remind you may prepare your assessment and questions for both of the candidates. So, panelists, are you ready? Okay, so we start from panelist 1. Panelist 1, you may start your...
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So first, I want to say congratulations for all the candidates that you are finally one step ahead to be the leader of PUSU. And I would like to say thank you so much for both of you that already want to have a willingness to improve PUSU itself. First, for the first cabinet, I have a note for you. In my opinion, you already have a good balanced portion between the president and vice president. Because in one team, you have to be balanced, which is expressed and the president one is dominant. And the second one is good to ask your former. Any multiple times you say you want to ask former, and I do agree with that. Argument because it's very good. And about your work plan, which is a Green Ranger, I have a note because please make sure how it will be going, because I think it's not effective in this middle of this crowd and hectic agendas in 1 year ahead. And you guys are want to, in the next period, it will be cut, right? It's different timeline. And I think you better put it in grain of hopes and your event rather than your work plan. Okay, so for next, for the first debate topic statement, you are both running on the same loop of arguments, which is about regulation and anything. And then for the second debate motion, the first theme, you said that you want to do intern in Cikarang, what if can? What if you cannot do it? What's the guarantee that, is it that you can do it? Because it's easy to say, it's hard to action. Same with the second, the second cabinet. You say you want to prepare intern before the period. What's the guarantee that you can do it, right? And for the debate number 3, the first cabinet say that you want to do sport to bonding or any external event and anything, and the second team want to do research the problem, and all the things that you have to do is do plenary meeting, guys. What already available in PUSU itself, do plenary meeting and do internal capacity bonding that you already said also, right? So I also have a note for the second cabinet. So I think one of you are to dominate on this debate, and you bring so much change to PUSU. It's good for revolution and everything, but you are to focus only on event. That you, what's the actual point of PUSU if you understand or not? And your work plan, you say CSR. Do you know CSR itself? What is corporate social responsibility is? PUSU is a business company or anything? You cannot equalize PUSU with business company, and the system is very different, and the aim also different. You also allow business law, ethics, anything. But this is PUSU, not a business company. I said here. And for the second cabinet also, you always say I. You don't say we. Are you one or oh? Are you individuals?
Can I answer?
No, wait. Okay. So yeah, I think that's oh yeah. I have a note also with your chat time with Pusu Puma CNC, and do it informal. What you gonna discuss there? You may not, yeah. You can answer later. What you gonna discuss there, and when will you do it? And FYI, if you only want to having an aspiration from them, they are already press calling every month, which is president collaboration that holding with SI also and with Pahanda also. So I think what I don't get a point why you having this as your work plan. Okay, so I think okay. So I think because time. Okay, this is the question for both of candidates. Please note. How will you can assess your successful work plan, and how to measure it? How to measure is it successful? What if what if the measurement of is it your work plan is success or not? And what if anything you may say with KPI, and if your work plan is not worthy, is not successful, what will you do as a president and vice president later on? And this is the last question for the cabinet number 2. You said in your vision and mission about game changer. You can elaborate, please. Can you elaborate more and state like the real example of what that you mean of game changer itself, and what do you want to change, and what kind of change that do you want to build? Because I don't know, in Pusu itself, it's already complex. What if you want to change something, better to improve it, like that. So please note it, and yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, so there's some notes also, maybe for the second cabinet. I don't really having a good intention from the way you talk with your partner. It seems like you don't give respect to your interlocutors or your friends. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, so I will give my opinion. So good day everyone. Thank you so much for attend here, and thank you so much for all the panelists, the candidates. Thank you so much for your willingness to continue your journey and build with Pusu. So I think there is nothing much I will say to you, because all of that already stated by my partner. So for the first one is for the Invictus Dozaraniani. I can see that you do have a good teamwork between you guys. It can be seen by the portion of talking to the participant and how you divide your answer, like these things will be delivered by Dozer and the rest will be delivered by Yani. But you need to know, you need to take notes on this. You have to know which question should be answered by the president first. Okay, so and this is for general. Both of you didn't use your time wisely. Like you know the limited time, and you always elaborate more, and don't know what point that you want to deliver to the audience. And if you have spare time, like you have 10 seconds, don't stop right there. You need to use your time wisely so you can deliver what is your vision, mission, and work plan. Like that. For the Invictus again, I really glad that you aware of this offline situation, because before we have a long journey in online situation, so you aware about the different regulation and situation, and also know directly what you want to do to change. If you have some problem, for example, if you have some problem, you said you want to ask former first. That's a really good start point, because you know what to do, and that is really realistic. Thank you so much for that. And back again, same like what Coresta said, on that motion, you guys argument on same thing, so I don't really know what's the point of your whole argument if you have the same answer. And for the Royal Cabinet, Amar and Indila, I appreciate how brave you are when you state your statement, but you need to know, the portion between you two. Like, in my humble opinion, I see the president one is not Amar, but it's Indila, because she is the dominant, and Amar always talking like you don't know what actually point that you want to deliver to us. It's like you just make an intro, and the core answer is always on Indila. So you need to take a note on that. And I hope after this judgment session, you guys will start to answering the real question beside going everywhere before to touch the real answer. And calm down, guys. And watch your attitude, guys. And here comes to the question. So, from your argument and answer, it's for both of you. Please take notes. You can answer it later. From your argument and answer that you already said and stayed in motion and debate session before, how sure you guys can lead this organization? And please give me some example from this year. I mean, when you become the member, what is the impact? What is the impact that it really comes from you individually, or maybe teamwork? I don't know. It's up to you. And how good is your work before that you really confident that you want to participate in this event and being the leader of Pusu? And also, please describe to us what is Pusu, and did you know in what kind of field Pusu can work with? Understand my question? Need to repeat?
No. Can you repeat?
Okay.
Perhaps.
Please describe to us what is Pusu and in which field Pusu can work with. And what kind of business that Pusu can work.
May you repeat, Kak? May you repeat the last question?
and what kind of business that Pusu can work with. I mean, like what things that you can discuss to this field and this field and this field, like that. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I still have some. And also this, can you guys take as notes from all of your work plan? You can. It is okay if you want to bring a new ideas for Pusu itself. I really appreciate that, and thank you so much for your brilliant idea. But I hope that you are aware that Pusu already have that kind of field that can work with that business. So maybe rather than you make a whole new work plan, you can maximize what already in Pusu. So you guys can so you guys don't have to be overwhelmed, like we have these new things, we don't have example, like that. So rather, if you want to make a new things, you should maximize all the things that already prepared by Pusu, because almost all the question and motion before the answer is in Pusu itself. Okay, and yep, I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you panelists for the judgment, and now we give the both candidates to answer the panelists. And I think we should start from candidate number 1. Candidate 1, you have 1 minute to answer the panelists' judgments. Yeah. All of the questions. Okay, I think we should agree that you just need to answer 1 minute every question. Is it okay?
Sorry, because yesterday in the briefing, the committee said like 1 question, 1 minute, not every question 1 minute.
Okay, so we just need to answer it question every question. Okay, so if there's 5 questions, all you need to do is just answer the first question for 1 minute, and then next to the second question, and then for 1 minute. But do that in order. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, is that clear for all of you? Okay, so first we start from candidate 1. You may answer the panelist questions. Start from now.
Okay, thank you for the time. And for the first question that given from the panelist Clarista, that how if we are not got the internship in Cikarang? So maybe especially me, because I'm a programmer, I can do an internship by online if I don't got in the Cikarang itself. And also with my partner, because now it's already the digitalization era, so we can do internship through online too. And the place, even if it's offline or online, if it's not in Cikarang, if the online to not Cikarang, so it's no problem, because we still can directly conduct what we must do to the Pusu itself as a leader. Thank you. Maybe the next will be answered by my partner.
The second one is how about the Green Rangers plan in our work plan. So the Green Rangers, I think it should be better if we can do some collaboration with Puma called EMV in Presiden University. So we can do collaboration with them in 1 year.
Okay, time's up. Thank you for your answer. For panelist one, maybe you can give the opinion.
Okay, thank you for the answer, but you have to mind your minister also, not your only one of two. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the panelist one. Maybe from panelist two, you want to add something? Okay. So, thank you for both of the panelists, and now we're moving to candidate two. Candidate two, you may answer the given question from panelists. 1 minute starts from now.
Okay, thank you, moderator. The first one, I want to make sure about the why Indila so dominate from us, because before this session we have a technical meeting with committee, and committee say feel free to want to speak. No, both of them is okay. Is one of them is okay. Okay. So I have agreement with Indila, because I have a lot of schedule and yesterday, and then I think I'm not well conditioned now. So I make an agreement with Indila. He dominated this session. Thank you.
Okay, and additional that I am more like publicly speaking in this team. Meanwhile, Amar is a thinker and also used for the internal. So it's actually based on our agreement between 70 and also 30%. Thank you.
Okay, time's up. Thank you for candidate two. For panelists, if you want to add something.
Thank you for the answer, but it's not about the whole committee briefing you guys, but it's define how you will work later. How will having a steer of your organization, because one if too dominant and it's not good for your organization. You have to be balanced for your president and vice president also.
Can I answer?
If Amar, can you say that you want to technically in this debate, please show that you also capable in this debate, not only in Dila. Okay, thank you.
Okay, there's a new rule, so every panelist handle with each cabinet for 10 minutes. So yeah, since we start from candidate 2, so we can continue right now for candidate 2. So you can answer the panelist judgment.
The last judgment, is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so basically Amar right now is currently on not that good condition, because last day Amar have to go into the hospital and also buy some drugs and many things like medical. So I have to take over in here, and that's what Vice meant for. It's getting into the backup. So the next one is about the CSR, and actually thank you for the critics and also the suggestion for us, because it's really been full. For the CSR itself, it's actually because we do the benchmarking with the businesses, so we want to have it as our social responsibility, not the CSR. CSR is actually about the analogy that we approach, but it's actually the social responsibility of the Pusu itself on our work plan. For the next question will be answered by Ahmad.
Okay, next answer is how you can assess our successful. It's just simple. All of member proud of Pusu, and then all of member really want to continue the next year season. Thank you.
Alright, for the that it kind of is subjective that I already got it, because it's actually autonomous. Like for example, like this, when I'm talking like this, when I'm talking, because I'm talking, not us talking. But when we do like our judgment, and also we do discussions about our vision, mission, I will use the our itself. It's actually about the grammatical that I actually autonomous based on Europe system. And for the next question will be answered by Ahmad. Actually, thank you for the critics.
Continuous or no? Okay, the next is our work plan is some of our work plan is request from Vice Rector Isarada is the concert, musical concert. There's like jazz music, and then the pop music and something like that.
Yes, am I right? Because we actually have already discussed with Mr. Handa as the Vice Rector of third Vice Rector about that, and he wants to add something innovation in our work plan, and that's why actually it's aligned with our work plan itself. So after that, I don't know why, but it's kind of subjective when we really do the benchmarking with the business itself, with the company, because we think and we believe that it's good for the company culture that we already got into the benchmarking itself, and it's really good if we apply it on the organization, because we want to do it on like real world knowledge and also the balanced real world knowledge itself. So basically that's on our fundamental itself is we already do the research and the benchmarking to make the better Pusu of that. For the next question, what is something?
Okay, next question is how should we can lead this organization and then impact from this organization. I will answer about my experience. Before the session, I was on the event organization on STO 2022, and I as a PIC Dato. So this is very impact to me to manage our team, and then this can be run well because I thought to my friend is when the day off is very well. I think many of my team. My friend told to me, day 2 is okay. I think enough for that.
Well, not the last, but the next criticize is about the time management. Well, actually, we have the strict risk management that we have to be stopped before it's stopped. So that's why we always stop it before the time is ticking. And after that, there's the arguments like between our team argument and also the other team's argument has the argument on the same things. Yes, it's true, but we have the clash in that we have actually the different innovation in solving this one argument. So it means that we have clash on it. And also for the game changer of the Pusu itself, it's resulted in on the Changemaker Summit 2022 that we will accelerate it on the 5th of November and also 12th of November at America, Pacific Place, Jakarta. And we finally co-partnering with the US Embassy, YCLE, and Tanoto Foundation, and many foundations that we already, we partner in itself. And that's the result of personally my job in Pusu, and meanwhile I'm on the Comstat, but I am at the TC Summit. So we actually have the networking session and many things like that, and it's the innovation of Pusu itself. And we do believe that to develop Pusu, we have to be open-minded. That's right. And what next, Amar?
Okay, what next is how you know about this Pusu? I think the Pusu is some legal organization on this campus, President University, and the next we also talk with the Vice Rector, Seranda, and this Pusu is concerned to event. So the Seranda has a lot of requests to us to make a new event, like as a concert I said before.
Okay, so we do believe that Pusu itself, it could be the roots of every organization in President. So is there any question that I left for dear panelists, the honorable educator? Yeah, I'm scared that I'm not noted.
Are you done yet with
No.
all the question?
I mean, like, is there any question that I left for, if I'm mistaken?
You already answered the what is Pusu and what thought they can work with.
Of course, we already have. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you then from our team, from Royal.
Okay, so I will respond to all the answer from the Royal Cabinet. So I confused what is actually Pusu under your cabinet. Yeah, we don't get any point in what field you want to focus on. Like maybe if you want to focus on internal, so you make an event, and if you want to make Pusu more active in external, what will you do? And also for the back again, in all your answer, it seems like you don't know what is actually Pusu is, and what is actually Pusu already provide to you guys. Because back again, you make a new idea which that's already exists in Pusu. Like you say that Pusu will benchmark with other business and anything, but you don't know actually Pusu have some agenda called 3P. Do you know 3P? What is 3P? Do you know 3P? It's a program from Pusu that already exists long under MOF. If you don't know what is 3P, so actually I can assume that you don't know what is Pusu actually is. And you don't know how to maximize all the things that already Pusu prepared and provide for you. And you just make yourself tired by making new agendas besides maximize all the things that we as Pusu already provide. Like that. So you better do research more.
Okay, thank you for the both of panelists to give the judgment to candidate 2. And now we're moving to candidate 1. So for candidate 1, you may free to answer all of the given questions from the panelists. So you may answer it right now.
Okay, thank you for the question. So for the first one is the question from Kak Laresta. So how ISIS will be going about the Green Rangers? So our work plan Green Rangers will be going in every 6 months. So we can conduct the things twice in a year. And then we can do the collaboration with Puma called ENV, like what I said before. And then it is better to collaborate it with GOHA, Grant of Hopes, that already exists in Pusu.
And also through GOHA, how we can implement the Green Rangers, like we will make some charity, like one tree for one child, like that. So the Green Ranger also can help us to get the money for supporting the Grant of Hope itself. And then beside it, we also, beside making collaboration with the Puma ENV, we also make the collaboration with the CNC that we have, the different venture that will also can support our work plan for the Green Ranger. And next, for the question from Nanda, for time not use wisely. Maybe it's not like use wisely because like sometimes we feel that our is already enough, so that we think like we must stop like that. For the answer that for the question that they said we are not using time wisely. And the next will be answered by the partner.
The second question is how sure you guys can lead these organizations by this cabinet in legacy cabinet. So I believe when we can lead this organization based on our experience before, when we join some events in Pusu, so we know how to manage the people, how to manage the money itself, and also when the events is big events, we can know the point of view by BOD. So it is different when we just become the committee of the events. And also the second question is, before that, that's the real answer.
Okay, for me, for the answer for how sure you can lead organization. So maybe first, I'm not selling a best set story. Maybe I can talk about the event that I run. For the first, I said I'm not selling a set story. Yeah. Maybe when I run in Sopu, like what I said before, my mom is died, and I must go back to Pematang Siantar. But according to my mission, the professionalism, I still do what I must do. What is my job next? I still do controlling from my hometown to my event so that I can implement it in the Pusu next year if we are elected as the president and vice president. Because even we have another job or another project we must do, we will also professional because we will be the leader of this organization. So we will do and lead this organization even we have another job to do, because it's already our consequence when we are want to be the leader of an organization. Okay, for the next will be answered by Yannick.
The second question is how good is your work? So based on our experience in this cabinet, so I think when we can finish our events well, I think that will be things that we have a good work. And also for me, in cultural festival, there's not already run because will be run in this November. But also before, I'm joining the events in other events like Mr. Remis, also Sopo and others like that, and I can manage all the things that given to me.
And how good is I can work when I'm elected as the Pusu? Like I can say that I can work properly and professionally, because like maybe like the event when I run in Sopu 2022, the event can run completely and perfectly like until the final night. Maybe like even it has a lot of problem, but I can solve it and make sure that the event run well until the end, so that like I can work well, because like what I said before, I will solve the problem when the problem disappear. Thank you. And next question from will be answered by me. Describe what is Pusu. Okay, for Pusu, especially for me myself, Pusu is like an organization or a family, that the place where some of the PresUnivers will be the member of the what we call in outside campus is BEM, as the executive in a student organization, become the server of the server is mean like become the waiters or something like that. For the PresUnivers itself, like we are not becoming if we know until now, Pusu itself just like if we can say in Indonesia, BEM, Badan Event Mahasiswa, not the Badan Eksekutif Mahasiswa. So the one that Pusu, that in my opinion, Pusu is a Badan Eksekutif Mahasiswa that become the executive and also the server of the PresUnivers itself.
Okay, so I will add some addition besides what the sir said. Pusu also will be the place for the PresUnivers to grow together. They can find something that they don't find when they come to President University. And also in Pusu we have to be we have some ministry that have its own jobs.
Okay, maybe the last for the notes that given by Kak Nanda to us, like we it's good for us that always ask in the former. Why we are saying like we will ask in the former, because it's the main information that we can get when we want to run an information when we want to run an event, because we will still new in the event, so we need to know the information before. So thank you for the appreciation for about the asking for more. Thank you.
I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. Thank you for the answer. Sorry. You say that I noticed one word that you say Pusu as a BEM, not an event organizer. You want to be Pusu as a really Badan Eksekutif Mahasiswa, right? But in your work plan and the debate, there is no argument that can show that you are really care about the external of Pusu. You both are talking about the internal, focus on event, anything. There's no one say want to doing a comparative study with another BEM or anything, want to having a maybe relation with another BEM for blah blah blah. That focus to the internal. You are to focus to internal event when you are really a BEM.
So maybe if you said that we are focusing internal, no, because like in our work plan, like the PresUnivers and also the Pusu'pedia, we make the collaboration with Pusu and the PresUnivers, though not focusing in the internal of Pusu itself.
No, I mean the internal of the campus itself. You are really focused on the Pusu and PU. PresUniv, where is the BEM in another BEM that you say it's having a relation with another BEM also, like BEM UI with BEM Undip, like anything. There's no one of both of the cabinet will say that we want to have a relation or collaboration with BEM blah blah blah, and we have want to comparative study with blah blah blah. You only focus on your internal event, and then you are too internal. You not for you for both the both of cabinet. You have to focus to you have to put attention also to to the external agenda also, like in relation to the outside anything. Because you say both of you say that you want to have a relation with other organization, but it's still on the PU itself. So what is BEM looking for? You are only in the range of PU. Alright, do you get my point? Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kak.
Okay, so since there's still remaining time left, did any one of the candidates want to add some answer from the previous one?
Maybe you can repeat what you said before.
There's still remaining time, so for both of candidates, if you would like to add some answer from the previous one, you may add it right now since it's.
Okay, maybe I want to add what my answer regarding the one that you said that we want to make the real BEM executive, but we are still in the area of PresUnivers itself. So maybe because we are not stated before to you, because like. In our vision to other organization, like honestly, we want to make a connection with, if you know, BEM SE, so that we want to have a connection with the other BEM, because some of my friends asked to me like, why is PU not joining other BEM, or why the PU not joining the activity with other BEM? So maybe we are not studied it before.
Okay, thank you. But you have to know that why we are not joining BMSE, because it's not about the regulations. It's about we have different objective with all the BMSE. In the basic way, we are swasta maybe, non-governmental. We are not governmental university, while they are yes. Alright, so there's the difference. So when you want to having a relation with another BEM also, you have to at least find BEM that also in the same level with you. Maybe UPH or anything, the non-governmental also. It's good if you can make a relation with governmental BEM. It's okay, it's only for studi banding you. We don't recommend you to joining different organization, groups of organization that are not the same, not having a same objective with us, because it will be a boomerang for us too, for the Pusu itself.
And I want to add something. You need to know if you want to join some organization like that or a community. You need to know what is the regulation of that campus, so the BEM, the organization, can do that. You know what I mean? Can do they broker or anything? Work plan, sorry. And yeah, you need to take notes on that because if you later on get invited by some association to join their community of BEM, you need to do research on actually what is the campus, what is the objective and also the regulation of the campus of their organization. Because you must be aware of our campus regulation, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's all.
Maybe you want to add some like first we will also like what you said, we will do the research, not just like when they ask us to join the BMSE, we directly join. We will do the research first. But the one that I want to say, like not just from the Comstat we will get the relation, but from us itself or from the Pusu, all of the Pusu we can get connection with other BEM. But we will do research first. Thank you for the notes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the panelists and candidate 1. And for candidate 2, would you like to add some answer? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I want to answer. We think about the previous answer. That work plan from MOF is not so to us in previous cabinet. So I don't know about this cabinet, but if we don't know, we also know about Pusu.
So what Amar mean in here is actually your programs that asked to us is actually not available at the legacy cabinet, so we don't know about that. So actually we also doesn't have any exposure about that. That's why we have to restructure the plan. We mean like restructure the plan of the Pusu itself, and we really want to know more about this program, of course. That maybe later we will ask the former, maybe to Kak Nanda or Kak Arista for this program, because I think this program is very inspiring, especially for the MOF itself, and maybe we can do the improvement of this program. And thank you actually for the exposure that you already talked to us. So doesn't mean, I mean like what Amar's meant, I'm sorry, because yeah, we do this collaboration. So what Amar's mean in here, it doesn't mean that we don't know the program, does one program. It doesn't mean that we don't know the Pusu itself, because we do it, and it's very possible for us if we don't know the Pusu that we just like sitting out here. And actually, thank you for every critics and also suggestion. We received it well, and that's all from Royal Cabinet.
Okay, thank you so much, Royal Cabinet, for the response. So I highly suggest you to do more research again on what kind of work plan, vision, or mission that you want to bring in the upcoming Pusu in the future. So you will not be, don't hesitate to ask your former Pusu. Don't hesitate to. The point is, don't hesitate to reach your former Pusu, because you don't know if you don't know.
I want to add. Okay, I want to add first. Maybe it's 3P don't exist in Anthony's cabinet period, but if it's better if you know it's 3P, right? You guys know 3P, right? 3P, the program that we talk.
No. Oh, how it's spelled? I'm sorry.
3 and P.
Oh, 3, yeah, of course. We know about that.
You guys know, but you don't. You guys only don't do it, right? I mean, in the previous cabinet, it don't happen, right? But you guys know, right? So I think it's better to coming up again with 3P, because it's really giving a big impact to Pusu itself, rather than you guys having another funding funding system, anything. Yeah. TP itself is Pusu partnership program, right? So it's really affecting the whole Pusu, and yeah.
Okay.
I really appreciate if you guys want to bring up TP again in Pusu. Thank you.
Alright, so we're really sorry that it lost in our translation. We hear it creepy, not 3P. I'm really sorry, but we know about the 3P itself. And we actually include it in our work plan, but with the different approach. And thank you for the suggestion and also the critics. Yes, it's available also on Legacy Cabinet.
So, So you said that you misheard our words, right? So, before what we are discussing about, in your definition of creepy.
Alright, so what you were saying is the program under MOF, and it's the name of the program itself is creepy. But after that, well, we just like here that the program itself is the 3P, which is it's the people and such kind like that. And we received it well, and thank you actually, because yeah, it's lost in translation, and we're really sorry about that because yeah. Okay, is that answering your question?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to add also, it's a very, unfortunately, like I see Amar have a potential, but it's all drop out when you speak. I mean, like you are really still too dominant. I hope in the future, wherever we win, whoever will win, whoever want to be a leader of Pusu, please don't be dominant. Like you guys working with two brains, two heads. So please don't only one person who speaks or one person to dominant. Yeah, this is a very note for yeah. And also, if you have if you give a reason like not in the health in the good condition and blah blah blah, you have to be prepared before this day come, because this is show a time to show to the PresUnivers that you are capable as the leader of Pusu. Like people will choose you because of this debate. If you are not, if you got one of you guys have to be dominant, how can people get assured that they want to choose you like, oh, this is a great leader. Meanwhile, I'm as a president, right? All right. So this is a big impact to the audience, I think. Yeah. So it's not for your cabinet. Do it better. If you are maybe anything who wins, please do it better for collaboration. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for panelists, and thank you also for the candidate too. And the last call for both of candidates. Would you like to still add more answer?
From our cabinet, no. Thank you.
Information is enough too.
Okay, thank you for your answer. So we have reached the final public debate motion, and to conclude all of this session, candidate one is the candidate that focusing on the people itself, and they also try to collab with external party. But from panelists, it would be recommended that if that you should collaborate with the private sector, not government sector. And on the other hand, candidate two is the candidate that focus on the business or work ethic, that they believe they can get the good things from that, and they can implement it on the organization. However, the panelists highly suggest that the candidate too should also remind that the organization is also like a family environment, so it should not take the organization concept, the business organization concept, and also it would be recommended for candidate to equally dominant, not on a heavy side for both of you, because you work in two brains. And yeah, and for all of the candidate panelists, highly suggest that you should maximize the work plan that have been provided previously. So you should not create an invention, but you need to maximize or capitalize that in order to make Pusu better for the next period also. Okay, I think that's all for the overall conclusion, yeah. And now we're moving, before we close the public debate session, I would like to give candidate 1 and candidate 2 to give their closing statement. Start from candidate 1, you have 1 minute to give your closing statement, starts from now.
Okay. The time? Okay, so from our Invictus cabinet, it will be PresUnivers friendly, and will be the friend of you, and will be the server of the PresUnivers itself as the main meaning of the BEM itself, Badan Eksekutif Mahasiswa Eksekutif, and the server of the people. And we will implement our vision and mission and also work plan to maximize the potential and the value of the PresUnivers itself, and also the value and the potential that we have that can be collaborate with external parties. And by my vice.
Okay, we hope by this cabinet we can grow together and be the better organization, and also can grow together with PresUnivers.
Invictus cabinet, forever forward, forever upward, Invictus. Thank you.
Okay, thank you candidate 1 for the closing statement. And now moving to candidate number 2. You may give your closing statement for 1 minute. 1 minute starts from now.
Okay, thank you for the time, and thank you for the moderator, thank you for the panelists, and then thank you for my campaign team. And also, if we to be president and vice president, we will make the first people first approach, and then bring first to top motion, and then we make a ripple growth of our government.
Yes, and we have a routine itself, and actually we do the benchmarking with the company because it's very insightful and also it's very inspiring for us, but not to make Pusu as a company. We still make it as an organization, so we apply it indirectly way. So for that one, so what is the Royal Cabinet Provenance of Majesty? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you candidate 2 for the closing statement. And now we're in the end of the session. Once again, I would like to say thank you for panelists who have provided their time to attend this session, and also for both of candidates for giving sufficient answer. And also thank you for the committees. And that's all from me. I would like to say thank you, and MC, time is yours.
Okay, so because the Pusu People Forum and the debate session are over, so moderator, panelists, and candidate can back to the previous chair. Well, thanks to the moderator, panelists, panelists and candidates who have carried out this event smoothly, as well as to all participants who have attended this event in orderly manner, and to all the committees who have carried out their duties well, and it doesn't feel like we are in the end of this event.
Therefore, let us close this event by praying according to their respective religion and belief. Bye. Main finish.
Okay, so with the end of this Pusu public debate, we would like to remind to all the PresUnivers to use your voice to choose one of those two Pusu candidates objectively. And last, we want to shout out our tagline. Okay, can we start? And all the participants, do you remember, guys? Okay, so we start now. Beauty in 2023, one vote for is the future. Lastly, don't forget, today is the last day of the Pusu'S campaign activities, so maximize your campaign today until 11:59 p.m. guys. So, we as the MC and representing of all of the committees, I'm Zara and my partner
I'm Zulfa.
And we will say goodbye to all of you and see you on the next event.